Of all of the big game species awaiting the hunter in the wild Zambezi Valley of Zimbabwe, there's one that fascinates me above all others. I've hunted him hard there for many years, and I've even won this difficult chess game a few times. And he, of course, is the leopard. Today, Frank Cean, our hunter, is under the masterful hand of professional hunter Buzz Charlton as he begins the intense pursuit of the great spotted cat of Africa. Welcome to a new and exciting season of safari adventures right here on Tracks Across Africa.
Three years ago, I had the absolute pleasure of hunting with Frank in what I consider probably the gem of the Zambezi Valley, and that was in Nyakasanga. You know, on that hunt, it was a great hunt. We shot two beautiful old Duggar boys. We had the pleasure also of having Kevin Robertson with us. And on that hunt, we were discussing what our next hunt should be. And Frank was keen on a leopard. And on the same token, he also wanted to experience a different area. After thinking about it for quite some time, we decided to book in Chewore North, which is probably 150 kilometers further down the river. And there was a reason for that. And that reason was we have about 30 kilometers of what we call the Mapata Gorge, which is the most beautiful area. It's where the Zambezi River carves through these huge hills, and it creates some very rugged terrain. And it's in this area that I wanted to hunt. There was a reason behind that. In 2017, I did a hunt down here with a wonderful old gentleman where we shot a leopard in one of these tributaries that come into the gorge. And it's a hunt I wanted to repeat. Most people in this area will go inland and bait for leopard, and there's a lot of leopard inland as well. I really wanted to get down on the boat, hunt along the river, and get one of these good cats that come down on the tributaries onto the Zambezi. Hello Frank, and how are you doing?
How are you?
I'm well, how are you doing?
Wonderful.
How you been?
Good.
It's good to see you again, buddy.
Thank you.
Look at here.
Frank, how are you?
Eddie, how you doing?
Fine, thank you. How are you?
Good.
Frank,
How we doing?
fine, thank you.
Just like old home week here.
Hell of a thankful, man.
Thank you, sir.
Coming on the back end.
I don't know how you're going to picture yourself.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
Yes, sir.
Cheers, y'all. Cheers, all. Cheers. Yeah, I rode that. Luckily for us, we had a few extra baits from a client that had shot a tuskless here previously. So we set off down the Mapata Gorge and we chose 5 nice sites. So a couple of things when we're choosing a bait site that you got to bear in mind. One is the wind, obviously. We have a predominant east-west wind. So the wind is going to come like this. So our blind obviously has to be on the western side.
Right.
That's one. The other important thing is because you're only allowed to shoot in daylight hours, you have two sittings. You have a morning and an afternoon. So you got to think about your approach where you can walk in without being seen, because you walk in just at first light and you got to have a quiet walk and be able to get in there, because quite often leopard are shot in the morning also. So there's a little gully that's a beautiful walk in. We'll have the blind on the top there. We'll be able to walk in there super quietly. Nothing will see us. So quite a nice setup. There's a male leopard track that we saw up there. There's obviously a dominant male leopard here. So it's a good site. What we've got to do is when we choose the branch, and it'll be the branch that goes up like this, we choose a branch that the cat is broadside.
Yep.
So what we do is we actually instigated that the cat has to feed broadside, and that's important. Some guys just put it up and the cat can be reaching through a branch. That's a disaster. You get a deflection.
Pulls that shoulder.
Yeah, we've got so much time in the beginning. Once it feeds, you haven't got time. You don't want to mess too much. So you spend the time in the beginning getting the situation as you want it. And as I say, these are tributaries coming into the Zambezi. And ironically, on the first site, which was at the mouth of the gorge, we found a tree that just looked like a leopard tree. It really, really did. Magnificent. A little tributary with water underneath, a nice angle. So I climbed up the tree and lo and behold, what do I find there is two baboon skulls. So obviously this leopard, it was his favorite feeding tree. So that was a good start. We put up our first bait there and spent the whole day baiting in the gorge. And not surprisingly, the very next day, that male that had killed those baboons had already started feeding. We reviewed the footage on the trail camera, and I liked the leopard. Funny enough, it was a very distinct leopard. He had what we called the G-man. He was called what we call the G-man because he had a G sign on his right flank. So a very distinguished feature. Very nice cat. He was coming in daylight hours, which is a big advantage. This is a safari area where you are not allowed to use a light. I like the leopard, but yet we were day 2. I wanted to see what else we could get on bait.
See it, Frank? I think so.
Good shot. Good shot. Do a bit of Lots of but we had to take the shot. Good shooting, Frank.
For a long time, I wanted to get a warthog, and that's not been capable for one reason or another. Just didn't come across them. But we did today, and as you can see, there's the pay dirt right there. It's been fun. The whole trip has been great, absolutely great, and this is just one of the caps of it. Still after my leopard, but we just got started on that and expect that to take place in a few days.
Great shot from Frank. Not easy. Three warthogs. This guy is what I call a really old boy. He's worn down his tusks. But this is an area where there's not a ton of plains game. This is hard, the Zambezi Valley. And he'll be great for two leopard baits, and he's a super old, smelly old warthog. So great shooting from Frank. Well done, Frank.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure, pleasure.
I want to share some really exciting news with you. One of the things I've learned from doing the Tracks Across Africa TV series for 21 years now is that nearly everybody I talk to has hunted Cape buffalo or they have dreamed of hunting Cape buffalo. And we are going to make that dream come true for one lucky hunter. We have teamed up with legendary safari outfitter Charlton McCallum Safaris of Zimbabwe for what we are calling the ultimate buffalo giveaway.
Unbelievable.
This is a 10-day buffalo hunt in the legendary Zambezi Valley of Zimbabwe. And this safari can be taken in either 2026 or 2027. And to capture every memorable moment of this epic buffalo adventure, we are going to film it for an episode of our SCI's Tracks Across Africa television series. And I'm going to have you right here on our digital podcast to break down your hunt. And if you're subscribed as an annual member of Safari Classics TV by March 31st, you are automatically entered to win this 10-day buffalo safari with Charlton McCallum Safaris. Now look, I've had a few guys say, how do I sign up? Well, it's actually pretty easy. We're going to walk you through that right now. The first step is go to safariclassicstv.com and activate your account. You'll select annual membership and then complete the registration, including your payment method. Now you can download the app on your smart TV or mobile device and you can start streaming immediately.
All right, so we are redragging all of our baits today. We're doing the big bait run. We've got 11 up and two more to go. We've got some rotten elephant here. We're going to hang up with the baits just to give it extra smell. So this is the first of 11 that are up before the morning. Back up you go.
Crichton, is that good this time?
Anyway, let's see what the trail camera produces, what time it's coming in.
Be a bit careful with the male and female. The female's quite big as well. Okay, look how beautiful that. There's the male there in daylight hours. It gives us a better look. He's beautiful, man. What time was that? That was... the timing is wrong on that camera anyway. That says 7:40.
Daylight.
Morning
or afternoon? I don't know.
Yeah, that's better there, Colin. And we had a number of males feeding. We had a very big cat feeding on the fourth crossing of the Mwanja, but he simply would not come in daylight hours with the exception of the morning that he found the bait. We ended up doing 6 sittings on him, and believe me, it can get extremely tiring when you're leaving first thing in the morning, before first light, and coming back late in the evening without any luck. We got to day 12 where we needed to make a decision. Time was moving on. It's a 14-day hunt. Bearing in mind you have to catch these cats on in daylight hours, and we had rebaited Mr. G, and we got him back on the same tree, and we're pretty confident that that could be a done deal if we wanted. And on day 12 we decided we want to give it a go. We'd like a day or two of relaxing, so we built a blind and waited for him.
Okay, we walk in, we've got a very nice leopard feeding. This is our third male feeding, but this is a beauty. So we've got a very nice setup, and hopefully we get it this evening, otherwise we do it again tomorrow morning.
And people talk about sitting in blinds being boring. I've got to disagree. It's absolutely a beautiful time. It's a transition between afternoon to evening. And in this case, it just was the most ultimate sitting. We had hippos calling in the background, we had fish eagles, and in that soft light, having heard a bushbuck shout out, as well as some baboons and impala, we knew that that leopard was close. And the tension that builds up in the blind is absolutely incredible. Six o'clock on the dot, that leopard climbed up that tree, halfway up, stopped, and I waited, and I was gonna tell Frank to shoot, but I wanted him to come up a little bit closer, and I could not believe it. He turned around and walked down the tree, not to be seen. And my heart, I mean, I was devastated because there was only 15 more minutes of shooting light left. And I kind of thought that he's possibly gone down to the river to drink. By the time he gets back, then it would be too dark to shoot. So I was absolutely mortified. Luckily for us, having had the cat jump out and thinking that I fluffed it, literally a few minutes later, up he came again. And he went right up to where the impala was, beautifully broadside, which is obviously instigated by how you put your bait up. And he stopped stationary looking at that impala, and I gave Frank the double tap, which meant he can go ahead.
Keep quiet.
Very nice leopard. Very nice leopard, Frank. Yes, it is. Nice cat.
Chewore Buzz. 80 Buzz.
Let's go and have a look. Just hold that for me, Frank.
There he is, dead, coming towards the blind. Right here, Frank.
Oh, yeah.
Amazing how camouflage they are, eh? You didn't go far, Frank. What a beautiful cat. Well done, you got your leopard, Frank.
All right.
Congratulations, wow, that's been tough.
Beat your record, neither did we.
No, we didn't, eh? We didn't, eh? What a beautiful leopard.
Thank you very much. Well done.
Okay, thank you.
Frank has got his really beautiful leopard. We've struggled. We've worked hard for this cat. We've had a couple of males. We sat 6 times, I think, in total now.
Yep.
And we had one bigger cat feeding, but we day 12. This is a really nice Zambezi leopard. And he came up. We've been watching him for a couple of days. Just the most perfect situation. And Frank made a most beautiful shot on him at about 6 o'clock on the nail. So a really pretty cat, and Frank, you really deserve him. Very well done.
Thank you. We earned it together, we did.
Absolutely we did, hey? They're a hard-earned trophy and they don't come easy, and getting them in daylight hours can be tough. So that really is a trophy well worth waiting for, Frank. Beautiful, beautiful leopard.